San Diego County health officials reporting 31 new cases of coronavirus tonight, bringing the regional total to 519. Good evening, and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Steve Price.
And I'm Alicia Summers. The number of people hospitalized has grown to 106, with 47 people in intensive care, though fortunately there are no new deaths to report today.
During their daily briefing, county leaders addressed several topics related to coronavirus, including the safety of an Albertsons grocery store in Escondido, where an employee tested positive for COVID-19. News 8's Kelly Hessedal has the latest.
Well, county leaders say they had a productive meeting with local hospital leaders who are trying to increase capacity and realign staffing to prepare for more patients.
We still in San Diego County are in the early stages of this. We did not have our first reported case until the second week of March. And so the efforts that we're taking around non-pharmacological interventions such as physical distancing, closing non-essential businesses and schools, we believe will have an effect.
County leaders urge the public to continue to practice social distancing to help flatten the curve here in San Diego. Today, County Supervisor Nathan Fletcher confirmed an employee at the Albertsons store on West Valley Parkway in Escondido tested positive for COVID-19.
They did the right thing. They closed their store. They followed all of the sanitation protocols that are put in place, designed for a situation like this, and then they reopened, and we do not believe that there is any risk to the public at all in this facility or in other food handling facilities.
Albertsons says the employee hasn't worked at the store since March 24th, and since then, cleaning crews have been using enhanced sanitizing and disinfecting techniques. They've even consulted with a third-party team of sanitation experts. Meanwhile, local emergency services such as San Diego Fire Rescue are asking for patience from the public. In this Facebook post, the department wrote, "Please be sure to mention if a patient has COVID-like symptoms or is self or otherwise quarantined. The dispatchers may request that the patient be moved outside if it is safe to do so." And meanwhile, this all happening as county leaders prepare for another cruise ship to arrive in San Diego tomorrow. The Celebrity Eclipse arrives tomorrow morning. There are more than 2,000 passengers on board, including 17 San Diego County residents. We'll have more on this coming up tonight on News 8 at 11. Back to you.
All right, thanks a lot, Kelly. President Trump is changing course and extending the national voluntary lockdown as health experts warn the death toll from coronavirus here in the U.S. is going to go up sharply in the coming weeks.
Previously, the president had said he wanted things to be up and running again by Easter. That's no longer the case. Today, he extended federal social distancing guidelines to April 30th. During the conference, President Trump also suggested
go down and
that
come back because it's gone to 2 seconds.
We're disappearing, quote, out of back doors from hospitals, implying that healthcare workers are stealing them and reselling them. He then questioned why the masks can't be reused.
I see some of the masks are very complex. We're delivering millions, by the way, millions. But I kept saying, why aren't they able to use that mask a second, third, fourth time?
The president's comments come as healthcare workers across the country are reporting a lack of personal protective equipment. And here at home, more San Diego healthcare workers are sounding the alarm over the shortage of protective gear. Today, nurses at Sharp Mary Birch Hospital for Women and Newborns rallied to bring attention to what they say is a dangerous mask policy. News 8's Monique Grego has the details.
A group of nurses here protested this morning, saying that they're not being given the proper protective gear to work inside the hospital and protect themselves from the virus, but that they're also not allowed to bring their own equipment in. Upset over working conditions, nurses from Sharp Mary Birch and Sharp Grossmont hospitals gathered Sunday morning to call for changes.
We're here because we're trying to do our part in having Sharp system basically offer us a higher level of protection that we're getting right now.
Sergio Leos is a nurse at Sharp Grossmont.
Some other hospitals are only getting one mask per shift for 12-hour shifts.
The shortage of protective gear, including masks, has been an issue across the state in recent weeks.
We're dealing in the multi-millions, hundreds of millions of PPE, and we'll continue to work with our federal partners to find more from the national stockpile.
But according to Leos and other workers, those efforts aren't coming fast enough.
We're expected to work with all the different patients that are coming in, and we don't know if they're positive or not.
We did reach out to Sharp Healthcare, and they sent us a response that read in part that they are optimizing their current supply of PPE or personal protective equipment, and that the safety of their employees is a top priority. The statement went on to say they are tirelessly working to increase their supply of PPE and are following CDC guidelines. As for Leos and those speaking out, they just wanted to also ask the public to heed the warnings and stay safe at home and inside unless necessary.
Please do your best to stay home, keep your distance so we can continue doing our work. We need your support.
And according to the governor, again, they are going to be distributing more protective gear to hospitals throughout the state, so hopefully this won't be an issue moving forward. Monique Riego, News 8.
Thanks, Monique. The USNS Mercy received its first patients today at the Port of Los Angeles. The San Diego-based ship is serving as a referral hospital for those who do not have COVID-19 symptoms. The Mercy has room for up to 1,000 patients and has full surgical and critical care facilities on board. It's being used to free up resources for hospitals on shore that are now expecting tens of thousands of people in need of care for coronavirus. San Diegans are finding ways to show their appreciation for healthcare workers on the front lines of this pandemic.
All right, look at this. This big thank you banner was spotted today in Hillcrest at an apartment complex across from Scripps Mercy Hospital. You can see it on our CBS 8 Facebook page. Debbie Lyons commented, "That's the hospital where my son works at. Great job, Rob. Thanks for keeping everyone safe."
Oh, they definitely deserve a big thank you.